Hey guys, good morning. I'm Del with Omega Sports. Welcome to Saturday Mega Wellness. It is our live Facebook show we do every Saturday morning. I am joined today with a fantastic co-host. I'm going to call him a co-host today. Sam from On Running. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Del. Thank you so much for having me. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some fun things planned today, Sam. I know we're going to spend a lot of time talking about On Running, obviously. You're here to talk about that. You've got some great new initiatives we're going to talk about. Today is going to be a great day. I know it is Father's Day weekend. I know we briefly chatted before the actual live show. Obviously, this is a great holiday weekend for you. I know you've got some plans for Father's Day. You've got some good gifts that you have planned for your fathers.
Oh gosh, it's only the best. I can think of one footwear brand in particular I hooked him up with. So yeah, I have some good gifts and plan on giving them a nice call and catching up. So yes, sir.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, today we're going to talk about Father's Day. We've got some fun gifts. I know as a co-host, you're gonna give us some of your expertise, or maybe weigh in on some of the fun gift ideas that we've been talking about at Omega for the last several weeks. So we look forward to having you kind of weigh in on that. Sam, I'm going to have you stay with us here. I'm going to go over some Omega news. So some of it's going to pertain to Omega or On Running, but some of it's going to talk about some of the other great things that people can find at Omega Sports as well. So
sounds great.
All right, so Omega news starting today. We want to make sure people know we started last Saturday. We open at 9 a.m. So if you are already in the stores, great. What are you doing watching our show? You need to be shopping. If you're not, this is a great reminder to get into our stores. We are open till 6 p.m. So every Saturday now is 9 to 6. And then, of course, tomorrow on Father's Day, we're open from 11 to 6. And then we go right back into our 10 to 6 schedule for the week. Today's email that we sent out this morning obviously highlights some of the great things that folks can enjoy. Sam, I know we've got some fun things, some big savings. So if dad's maybe a baseball fan, or you've got friends that are baseball athletes, we've got 40% off on all of our baseball. So we're talking bats, balls, gloves, bags, socks, you name it. If anyone is ready to get out there on the field, have fun, or just kind of get ready for an upcoming season once we get past this pandemic status, take advantage of us right now. Take advantage of what's available with us. Baseball right now is 40% off. So if you go to Omega Sports, this is an in-store only promotion. So you have to come to your neighborhood sports store. A lot of our stores have tons and tons of baseball available. So this is one of those mega savings opportunities that folks don't want to miss out on. So whether your athlete or your baseball player is currently playing or is waiting to get on that field, take advantage of all the great merchandise that we have at Omega Sports. So that's number one. I want to make sure people know we have baseball on sale at Omega Sports. We want to be your destination for great deals on any of your baseball gear and needs that you have. And then we've got some fun running shoes that are on sale. We've got our Saucony Guide 13 from Saucony, obviously on sale at $89.99. That's about a $30 drop. So if you are a Saucony fan, feel free to take advantage of the Guide 13, which is now on sale. We have both the Guide 13 and the Guide 13 Trail. And then, of course, Ghost 12 on sale. You guys know that. Earlier in the week in our email, we talked about a new limited edition from Brooks, Gabe, a very special, inspiring shoe. Brave Like Gabe is now on sale with us online at omegasports.com. So if you go online, there's some special information there that you'll find that we're doing to help continue her mission and to continue giving back to folks that are in need. And then, of course, for our fans of On, this is obviously why we have Sam on here today, we are talking about waterproof running shoes. Now, Sam, we just launched our fan boxes about a week ago, and one of the most searched items that we have been seeing are waterproof running shoes. And at On, you guys have a great selection of waterproof running shoes.
We do, yeah, and a variety too, going from your clouds to your kind of performance all day shoe, to say somebody needs a little more cushion or stability. We have our Cloud Flyer, which also comes in waterproof, and then our trail models as well. So the Cloud Venture, and we another a hiking boot called the Cloud Rock too. So we have quite a few for all your different needs. And being a Swiss brand and born in the Alps. They've been tested all around the globe, but work very well, very durable. The tread is amazing too, and it's just it's an awesome product. So whether you're just shopping around Raleigh this past week, which has been rainy as heck, or going out on a serious trail run in some severe weather, they're awesome. So got to snag them up.
Yeah, it sounds kind of weird to say, why would anyone want a waterproof running shoe, right? Or why would you even need to consider that? But if you're an avid runner and you got that you want to stay on pace and you want to make sure that you're training and you want to be out there and you're not going to let those weather elements slow you down, it's great that you can still have a very sophisticated, high performance shoe like those that you guys can find here at Omega Sports with On. There's no excuses, really. I think that's what On is basically saying. There's no excuses. Get out there and run.
Yeah, get out there, go do it. And yeah, we literally have everything for you, from apparel to the footwear, to brave the elements, no matter what. So get out there.
Yeah, yeah. And then I have to say, I mean, when we're talking about trail shoes, trail running is something that we at Omega have. We've always had a selection, but we've really kind of amped up our game when it came to the trail running enthusiasts that are out there. We know we have them, so we've started to really kind of invest and try to find the right trail running shoes that are out there. When it comes to On, you guys obviously are known for your style and your sophistication. You guys did not skip a beat when it came to trail shoes. Typical trail shoes are pretty, rugged, but you guys have been able to really balance out that rugged feel that people expect in a trail shoe with that very sophisticated kind of high style that On is known for.
Yeah, we really kind of paired the two really well. From our outsole, we have our proprietary Mission Grip, which is a very tacky, durable rubber. So on any surface, it's gonna support you and hold you up, and you're gonna be able to kind of grind out those miles on some slippery trails, over roots, branches, anything that's kind of in your way. And on the upper, you get some premium material that's just gonna be super lightweight, really soft on the foot. And it's gonna breathe really well too. So our waterproof shoes as well don't utilize like a Gore-Tex or anything like that. Waterproof membrane, so that air breathability still goes in and out. But you're just not going to get any water or anything like that in the shoes. So it's pretty great.
Yeah, and if you're like me, I like to shop with my eyes. So I like when things look good. I like when things match. So it's great that you guys have such a great collection. So definitely go to megasports.com. Check out all of our fan boxes. That's where you're going to find. So in your email today, we highlighted a bunch of them. But if you go to megasports.com, all you got to do, if you're an On fan, click on that On box. We are going to show you all the waterproof running shoes that we have available. And really, we're going to continue to keep updating as On has some exciting things coming up and some fun things that we want you to know about. Really make sure that you're following us in those fan boxes at Omega Sports. We'll put out some more information about how we're going to really kind of develop those fan boxes. But again, go to megasports.com and you can find anything you need to know about your favorite brand online with us. And then, of course, today is a very special day for On, and this is why I reached out, and obviously you reached out to try to help people know that there is a very special reason that today is a special day for On. It's been a 3-year project you guys have been working on. Today is World Refugee Day, and On being such a global brand, you guys have been doing some phenomenal work behind the scenes over the years, and today there is a huge global debut or premiere of some of the work that you guys are doing. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, today is World Refugee Day, and we are premiering our we call it, our video is called Run. It's for the athlete refugee team. and it'll premiere at noon today on our website. And obviously, if you go to our YouTube and you can find the video there. But it follows the story of some of the refugees from whether it be like South Sudan or all around the continent. And it follows one person in particular named Tanglo Larupe, who was amazing professional Kenyan runner. She held the women's marathon world record for a while, and she's mentoring this group of athletes and refugees to make it to world championships. They competed at Rio in 2016. So there's quite a few awesome things to see in this video, and on being a global brand too. We saw this opportunity to sponsor this team, and we automatically jumped on it, man. We want to help out and see how sport can change people's lives and positivity. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know we'll have you on in a few more minutes here. We'll actually debut well, we won't debut it, but we'll play the trailer for what will debut later. And we'll talk a little bit more about On and the efforts that you guys have put together for World Refugee Day. So if you guys are watching, just remember we've got Sam coming back. He's going to tell us a little bit more about our On World Refugee Day, talk a little bit more about the video and how you guys can be involved. Omega Sports is going to partner with On. We've got a special, we're going to give away a pair of running shoes that I'll talk about in our next segment. So stay tuned for that. So Sam, we're going to have you back in a second. You're my co-host for the day, but today we're going to go ahead and now bring in our wellness partner. So obviously today is our Saturday Mega Wellness. Every Saturday Mega Wellness, we want to make sure that we're giving people great advice when it comes to wellness. And we have a great partner in Charlotte, Dr. Clay Sankey of True Motion Therapy. Today, we are just going to grab a video that he did that we saw really, really performing well yesterday on his Instagram channel at True Motion Therapy. And I can't wait to show it to you guys. This is a video that he went in depth with. It's all about low back pain. So for our Mega Wellness segment today, I want to go ahead and toss it over to our friend, Dr. Clay Sankey over at True Motion Therapy.
One common cause of low back pain is an overextension of the lower back. We call this a hyperlordosis. When this is the case, we see a forward rocking of the pelvis and an over-exaggeration of the normal curve in the low back. This causes the tissues in the low back, those muscles and joints, to become very tight and compressed. We also tend to see an inactivity of the abdominals in the front of the body, and we also see just a habit of holding our body in a hyperextended position. It can be hard to break that habit. So I'm going to take you through 3 strategies that, number 1, is going to help relax and reduce the compression of those tissues in the low back. Number 2, engage the abdominals in the front. And number 3, help you break that habit of holding yourself in that overly extended posture.
So we're going to start by laying on our back. When you lay here relaxed, you're going to notice that there is some space between your lower back and the floor beneath you. We want to work on decreasing that space, on flattening the back against the floor. That's going to take us out of that overextended position in the low back. So to start, you can just take your hands, put them under your low back, and focus on pushing your lower back into your hands and holding. Okay? When you do that, you're going to feel you just have to engage those abdominals. Okay? You can't do this without it. So you're going to push your back into the floor, rocking that pelvis back. Okay? Once you feel good pushing into your hands, just remove your hands and push into the floor and hold. Next, we're going to resort to an old favorite yoga move, the cat-cow. Nice thing about the cat-cow is we can work on spinal flexion and spinal extension. And when we have that hyperlordosis, when we have that overextended spine, it's the flexion that we need to work on. But unfortunately, sometimes people are just stuck in that hyperextension, and they just, as much as they try, they just can't push into that flexion at all. So what you can do is you can take a band, take the band, put it around the lower segments of your low back and go through the cat-cow, but really focus on isolating the movement to the lower part of the spine, pushing into that band. Push those lower segments into the resistance of the band. Again, think about rocking that pelvis back, tightening the abdominals, and push into the band. Next, we're going to work on training the strength of the lower abdominals by getting into a frog position, or what we call a 6-month developmental position. So you're going to start on your hands and knees. I then want you to space your knees out nice and wide and walk your hands forward so your torso makes a straight line with your thighs. Okay, from here, we really want to focus on avoiding that hyperextension. We want to focus on avoiding sticking that booty out. Bring your belt buckle up towards your nose so you're rocking your pelvis backwards. Okay, bring that belt buckle up towards your nose. You're going to feel those lower abdominals start to engage. From here, we can just hold this position as a plank as we engage that muscle, as we focus on rocking the pelvis back, or you can challenge yourself a little bit more by reaching out with one hand at a time. Always maintaining that good position in the lower abdominals and in the low back.
All right, well, we want to thank Dr. Clay Sankey from True Motion Therapy. He always does great content. I think that particular story or that content that he just put out got over 1,000 views already. Fantastic work. If you are interested in seeing more content from Dr. Sankey, all you have to do is just go to his Instagram page. That's where he puts all his content. It is at True Motion Therapy. So if you're on Instagram, just go to @True Motion Therapy and you can follow along. We'll have him actually on the show live with us doing another AMA in a couple of weeks. So I'll let you guys know when that actually happens. When we do these AMAs, it's at Ask Me Anything. We had him on a few weeks ago, answering a lot of questions that a lot of our customers had when it came to back pain or proper stretching. So we always enjoy having him when he gets to come on live. He is obviously open, so he's got a thriving practice in South Charlotte. So today he's actually working. So we appreciate him doing these videos. He makes a lot of time to make sure that he's putting together these great advice videos. Real quick in our chat, I want to say hello, Eileen. I see you. Thanks for joining us. She says that she is a huge fan, store employee in our Winston-Salem store. So thanks for saying hello and joining us this morning. And I see Mark says hello. He doesn't know who we are, but hey, Mark, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Hopefully you're learning some cool things, or at least being reminded of some of the great things that Omega offers. So I know we had Sam on earlier, and I'm just making a note to myself because I have one big announcement I want to make sure that I do not miss later in the show. But Sam was here. I'm going to bring him on in a second, but today is World Refugee Day. We're so proud to be able to partner with On, being such a global brand, really kind of attacking or supporting building awareness around this global issue around refugees. So today we're proud to have Sam always on the show, but we're definitely proud because today is a very special day that On has been working several years to create. So before we get Sam back on, I want to go ahead and now play the actual video trailer for what will be later in the day world premiered for the globe.
We didn't even know what is Olympic, where is Brazil, where is Rio.
Because of coronavirus, they closed everything. They have been told to stay inside.
From the pain, they achieve something.
They're human beings! They're running for their lives. We are running for our.
Guys, I hope you were moved by that trailer. Sam, we're so proud to be a retailer of On, obviously a global brand doing some really good, meaningful work. Sam, what does that mean to you to be able to support refugees around the world?
Oh my gosh, I honestly everything. I mean that video. Sorry, I like get super moved and like want to tear up a little bit.
I did too. I was like,
it is. I think it is such a great initiative, and the fact that back in 2016, on just I mean it's not even about on like supplying what they need, but I mean just hearing their stories about these people were showing up to these camps and training and broke down to like sweatpants and like didn't have any shoes on or anything like that. And I mean to see them going from that to competing at like the Rio, the 2016 Olympics, there was a guy who like Mo Farah, he got to race his hero, in the 5K, and it's just it's insane. And he was somebody who was running on dirt tracks and no shoes, and going from that to that, it's the power of the human spirit, and just not giving up and having that athlete mindset and adapting to your current situation and moving forward no matter what. So I am super proud to work with On and be a part of this and to be on this the Omega Sports podcast and broadcast and really show what these athletes and have done. I mean, it's all about them, and I think it's great. So it's really moving, man. And I'm so stoked to watch the documentary at noon today.
Yep. So we've got, I heard I just want to kind of pause on that. And I know you said it throughout your kind of commentary there, but really I heard a headline that I heard that said sports can change lives. I think at Omega Sports, that is something that we truly believe. We obviously, being athletes and competitors, we've seen lives really change when folks are being more active and they have the right tools to be able to be more active. And I think that's where On came in and said, these are elite athletes that have the ability to, rule the world in some ways with their talent, but they need the right gear. And I think you guys have done, I think it's just amazing. And your storytellers, kudos to your storytellers, because you guys always do a great job. I know this has been a passion project for On for several years. This is not a story that's easy to shoot in a couple hours, right? So,
yeah, this is, shot over, I think you said it, the past 3 years, spanning 3 different continents, and it's just an amazing story to tell, and that, like you said, working for On too is like, the company is, they're storytellers, it's so moving. So I love it. And, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think a big part too is, and a part of this whole thing is, getting to the start line, that might be more important sometimes than actually getting to the finish. Being able to show up and get there it's a big deal, man. So, yeah.
I love that. Awesome. I love that, guys. I hope you guys love that. Getting to the start line is sometimes just as important, if not more important, than getting to the finish line. Yeah. That's Sam Moncler, everybody. There you go. So we want to welcome everybody into this. We played, a trailer, but really there's a huge event that kind of is being promoted here. So you guys are launching a global world premiere at noon today. Why don't you tell people about how, what it is, what they can expect, and how they can actually join in and get friends to join in?
Yeah. So, you can join it, obviously, like Dale said, at noon. It'll be live on if you go onto our website, we'll have the link and everything set up there to watch the video. You can also go on to YouTube as well, on our channel. It's set to premiere at noon. And I know Dale and I were talking prior, but we will have Omega has a little incentive as well to watch, correct, Dale? So I'll let you know more about that than I do, but I'll let you go about that.
Yeah, so that was my little note that I wanted to make sure that we talked about. So, we have such great partnership with On that anytime we ask for anything, we usually get it, and anytime they ask for anything, we usually give it. So what we want to do is, because we felt that there was so much hard work and love and passion that went into this project, we definitely want to encourage folks to watch it. We know that it's Saturday and you're out with the family and you're watching this show, or you're watching it after it's already aired live. We understand that it's on social media, you can watch whenever you want to on your time. But if you are reminded to watch this, I'm sure it'll continue to live on YouTube and Facebook. I want you to watch it. So what I want to do is offer up a free pair of running shoes for folks that are watching the video. We're going to put out in a couple of days, probably next week, we're going to put out a quiz. Just a quick, simple quiz that will have questions, obviously related to the video. That you can go online. We'll send the link out in our email communication and obviously on social media, where you can go ahead and answer a few really good questions about the video, because we really want you to be able to see the video even beyond today, because this problem doesn't go away in a day. So the global premiere is today. If you watch it today, you can certainly watch it again when we send out the link for the quiz. But we want to get you guys to watch it, answer the questions, and then we will pick some winners to give away some shoes. So more details will come out probably, I would say, if I had to guess right now, probably Tuesday. We'll send out the actual quiz. That'll give people a chance to watch it, know about it. I mean, it takes time when these global premieres happen. People watch it right up front, but then they tell their friends, and more people watch it. So we want to give folks the opportunity to, enjoy Father's Day weekend. And keep being reminded that this great work of art and this great storytelling that On has been doing is available to you. So we'll remind you about it early next week, so that way you can watch it, take a quick quiz on it, and then enter to win. I'm willing to give a few prizes out, so gift cards and On shoes and whatever we can do to get you guys to really watch it. I think it's really important. So Sam, does that sound good to you?
That sounds great, man. I'll be watching it a few times just because, I mean, it's awesome. But I love it. Yeah, thanks for putting that on, Dale.
Yep. So just a reminder to everyone. So if you are available to watch it and you want to get your family to watch it, it is going to premiere at noon today. You go to onrunning.com. I think it's on-running.com.
Yep.
I mean, we can get that on the screen for everybody. And then if you are, if you want to start streaming it from your YouTube channel, maybe it's on your mobile device and you're out and about and you still want to watch it, you got your headphones on, just go to On YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and just search On Running and go to their dedicated YouTube page. That's when it's going to be obviously world premiering and streaming live. And then, of course, after it's done being live, you get a chance to watch it again and again and share it with your friends. So obviously, YouTube has a great little share option. You can just share it to your friends. So definitely go on there and check it out. Again, Sam, such a great brand to be able to work with, right?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing, man. It's just these initiatives are something else, man. And I don't know, I'm just really moved by it. And I mean, I'm somebody who cries at like dog commercials and stuff. So you can only imagine that when I saw this, I was bawling my eyes out, man. But it's
don't worry, we're gonna live stream you watching it. So real time reaction from Sam watching world premiere video.
No, I don't think anyone wants to see that. So. But seeing these, just seeing, like I said, seeing the improvement in the athletes and the amazing impact that sport can have on your life it's surreal, man. So, and I mean, I think it goes into all facets of life, right? It's not just like running, running to life, but just any sport, any athlete can or not athlete, but any person can relate to this video in one way or another. So I hope everyone watches it, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think the one thing I would say is that, there are a lot of things going on in the world right now. There's a lot of things on the news. We all need to feel good. We all need some inspiration. And I think, from what I have seen with this story, there's nothing but inspiration. This is not a video that shows you, this is not a message that says, hey, the world is not in a great place. It's really about that human spirit of rising above and, going for the things that you're excited about in life. So I think it's very inspirational. I think everyone can use this inspiration right now.
Absolutely. I think it's inspiring, it's motivating, it's touching. It really hits all those things. So I think you'll watch it and hopefully have kind of a new perspective. I think sometimes we get caught up in our what's going on in our own lives, and there's so much other stuff going on in the world, and on being a global brand too is kind of really able to open up your eyes to all that stuff. So.
Absolutely. That's why we love working with you guys. I mean, you give us that global perspective. You give us that global touch, if you will, both in style, performance, and humanity. I love it. So, all right, we're going to pivot a little bit. As my co-host, you are going to pivot and now do some fun stuff.
All right. Let's
so we've talked about some really inspirational, meaningful stuff. I almost made you cry. Just admit it.
Yeah.
And today we're obviously one day from Father's Day. We talked about it earlier in the show. We obviously at Omega Sports feel that we are a fantastic destination for fathers. If you're looking for an active dad, or you're looking for a dad that likes to go to the beach, or you're a dad that obviously is a sports fan, or a dad that needs to probably get moving a little bit more, Omega Sports really is a great destination. Would you say, Sam?
Oh, I mean, they have it all. I mean, you guys. I mean, I'm just taken back every time I enter a store, to be honest. But yeah, whether your dad needs a new GPS watch to get out there and get active, Omega has like the best selection of stuff, Garmin's and all that type of stuff. Or if your dad's a serious b-baller and he's out there, they're crushing on the pavements. Yeah, he has some great other sporting equipment, basketball, baseball. Top of the line running shoes. So y'all have it all and do it really well. And you're always super well supported when I go in the store, man. Like, I always see like your fit experts and just everyone coming through and helping out as much as they can. And it's amazing. So it's a great experience.
Yep, we're gonna have one of our experts in a second. So Sam, I'm gonna have you come back in a second. We're gonna have Cleo. We did this segment already in previous weeks, but as we're closer to Father's Day, I think it's really important that we just go ahead and just play it again. So we're gonna have our expert Cleo from our Greensboro market actually take us through some of the fun Father's Day gift ideas that we've been talking about week after week, and now it is the day before Father's Day. So I want to remind folks that you walk into Omega Sports and you've got some great gift ideas right there for you available that will make your father happy. So let's bring in Cleo. With Omega Sports, and I'm here with Cleo, our market leader from Greensboro. She is back. If you remember from last weekend, she started a segment with me for Father's Day, and then she ended up helping customers. So she didn't quite do the segment. So she's back today. We are recording live here in Greensboro. And Cleo, we're going to talk about some great gift ideas for dad.
Yes. We have lots of things, lots of options.
Yeah. So let's start with like really high-end, fantastic things that people may not know that Omega Sports actually carries.
Okay. Let's start with, so if you really want to splurge for your dad, you really want to get, seal the deal, you buy him the Garmin.
There you go, Garmin. So Garmin right now, you've been following us online and you've been getting our emails. Right now we've got some specials.
Yes.
Up to $150 off online. But if you are shopping in our neighborhood sports store, we do have a selection in those stores. So talk about this one that you have. You have Forerunner.
We have the Forerunner 245.
Yep.
It's a great middle of the road watch. So it's going to give you everything. You don't have a ton of bells and whistles to confuse you. You have just enough to give you all the information you're looking for. So pace, steps,
GPS,
yep.
Yep.
Does that whole thing.
Yep.
So that's a great place to start if you want to splurge on your dad.
So we know that dads love watches.
Yes.
And we know that if you have an active father or an active dad, or maybe you're giving them that nice subtle hint that they have to get a little bit more active, it's always good to have data. A lot of dads are really tech-centric. They love technology.
Yes.
Garmin is a fantastic, proven brand that we've carried in Omega for a long time.
At least
right?
10 years, at least.
But now this year it's really exciting because we have a huge inventory of Garmin now available mostly online. So if you go online, you can see a large selection. I know Phoenix 6s are online.
Yes, and those are great. The Phoenixes are great if you're also a hiker or anything like that, because it does a nice geographic for you as a hiker. So the Phoenix really takes you to the next level.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of folks looking for that watch online, corresponding with our email, taking advantage of the $150 off.
Yes, that's huge.
That you're getting with Omega. And then, of course, anything we're talking about right now, we also have to remember you're getting fast rewards with the Mega.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Sometimes you look at that price point and you're like, oh, I don't know. But
Yes.
usually there's a great deal that we offer. And then no matter what, we're offering fast rewards.
That's right. And the rewards are great because then it's like a 2-for-1. You get yourself to get a gift for your dad.
Right.
The rewards come through and you can turn around and get yourself something for yourself, something for your mom, any kind of gift idea, but it's just like a 2-for-1. So.
I like how Cleo thinks there. Okay, so we've got Garmin.
Yes.
Definitely check that out.
Absolutely.
And then another splurge, obviously, sunglasses are always a great choice for fathers.
Oakley frog skins. These are the prism ones, so it makes things pop out a little more.
Did you want me to model that?
Sure.
Okay, let me go
I
ahead.
think you'll look great.
There you go.
It's a blue frame.
I can't see anything.
Yeah. But it's for you want your dad to look cool. You want to keep him protected. The Prism Frog is the best way to go. The Frog skins have been a very popular line for them. So we carry those. That's a high price point, but keep dad stylish, keep him active. 2 things that you can do to push him over. So
Yeah, when you're buying for dad, sometimes it's it pays to go for the brands that they know,
That's
that
right.
they're trusted.
Yes.
Obviously, Omega Sports has been carrying these brands. Oakley's been with us for a very long time.
extremely long.
We know that they've got great protection plans. We
Yes.
know that they are lifelong products that people can, make an investment in, but
That's right.
then keep and continue to keep building out their collection.
That's true. Yes.
So if you haven't thought of Oakley in a while, there's a lot of sunglass brands that are on the market right now, but Oakley is I would call it
Tried
a
and
good
true.
old favorite.
That's
Yeah.
right. It really is. Yes,
All
and that
right.
is definitely the in between. Like this is a beach look and also be an everyday look.
Yeah, it's got a
the
cool,
frog
simple
skins are
style,
great.
yeah.
Very easy.
Very light.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Not over the top, but just subtle enough.
And this one I like that you picked because it's not your traditional Oakley look.
That's right, it's
which
not.
a lot of people don't realize that Oakley makes a variation.
Like
of style.
a lifestyleish, type of style as well. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Frog
You don't
skins
have to walk around looking like you're going skiboarding all the
That's
time.
right.
There you go. All right. And then of course I'm going to talk about what Cleo put me in this today. So
I did.
of course
I love it.
this is a jacket, and you would think right now it's about 85 degrees today. You
roughly.
would think that a jacket would be ridiculous to wear. However, I barely feel like I'm wearing anything.
No,
Do you
mine
want
is
to
a
talk
feather.
about this? This
Yeah.
is on.
It's on. It's a new brand that we're carrying at our store as far as the apparel line goes. Super lightweight, breathable, lots of pockets, media pocket there, reflective, easy to wear. You
Yeah.
can't get much easier than that. So those nights and days when you're out hiking and the weather changes here so quickly, you never know what season you're in. So
Yeah.
having a lightweight jacket is always a plus. You've got the hood on the back. Just all kind of small details. Turn around to the back. You got the vented back, so when it's like a mesh back here, so you can get a lot of circulation back there as well. So,
Yeah.
on the way to go.
I'll brag about this jacket.
so they can see
She wants me
that
to
it
put this
also
on.
has a little lip on it. So sometimes when you're running or the rain goes into your face, it just drops right off the top. So it's a small detail, but it makes a big deal.
I look cool. I look either ridiculous or very cool.
You look
right now.
fantastic.
All right, so I'm going to keep this hood on for right now. Let me tell you why I like this jacket. Number one, it's super light. Cleo talked about it.
Yes.
You've got the right kind of runner elements that are there, so this keeps a nice little grip on you. It's really tailored to the body. I mean,
Yes.
just little details like this right here just feels like there's that extra polish.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times when you're wearing jackets like this, you start making a whole lot of noise and it
Yes.
starts crinkling. You don't hear any of that right here. You don't hear. This material is so fantastic.
It's so soft, light, airy in the back. It's just,
I feel like I have
you
nothing
can't,
on.
Yeah, it's light as a feather. So
Yeah.
it's very, very easy to wear.
So On obviously is premium. We
Top.
do carry a collection in our stores. We also, of course, carry a wide selection of them online.
Yes.
Again, with faster rewards if you're shopping with us online and in stores. We did have Susan and Sam recently on one of our Saturday Mega Wellness shows talking about this apparel. If you get out to a store, ask your Active Play expert to talk more about this particular
Yeah, so
apparel
try
line.
it on for yourself. It's great.
We're super excited to have. These are
Yes.
some essentials that you want to invest in. If you are looking to surprise or delight your active father, this would be one of those things that they're going to actually find very unbelievable.
Yes, yes. If he already owns a pair of On, this is just an extra added addition to go with his shoes.
Absolutely.
So that would really, whatever you're asking for, this will get it for you.
There you go. There you go. This pays it forward. There
That's
you
right.
go. All right. Well, that was our fantastic market leader Cleo in our Greensboro store.
I
Sam,
do.
you know
Yeah,
Cleo.
she's one of a kind, man. I love Cleo to death. She's awesome. So, yeah.
Absolutely. She obviously runs our Greensboro market, but then she has done a lot of work. She's been promoted into our apparel buying, so she's helping kind of reimagine and reinvigorate, I think, our apparel. And part of that she inherited, but she's super excited about, is one of our featured products for Father's Day that she talked about. Was that on?
Yeah, y'all model. I mean, you modeled it super well, Del. Man, I was like, we need to start paying this guy.
I don't know about that. I couldn't pick it up. It wasn't my size. They grabbed me a smaller. I look a lot smaller than I probably am, so they grabbed me a size that was not my size.
But y'all did a great job, kind of going over some of the features. And I asked my girlfriend really quick to bring out my a weather jacket that I have currently. So just kind of going over some of that stuff y'all said. I mean, the details and the small stuff and the jacket's pretty awesome. So all throughout the jacket, you're gonna get reflective materials throughout the back and on the front of the jacket as well. The On logo is reflective. I love how y'all pointed out too, like around the wrist. Just be a lot easier if I was wearing it.
Yeah, I felt that was a surprise. When I put it on, I was like, wow, they've got some actual fine tailoring around the wrist. It just kind of the nice little cuff, if you will.
That cuff comes, or we call it a wrist guard, but how that will come down a little bit more. It doesn't move when you're running around, and like you said, sometimes jacket will make a lot of movement. That'll stay nice and secure and snug around your wrist.
Yeah.
And then around the hood too, that you're gonna have a little visor as well. So, sometimes you'll be out there, be running, and you'll get like water dripping down and stuff like that. With that, it'll just kind of shear right off the top, and everything will stay nice and visible and dry and clean. So those elements are really cool. Another thing too is that little pocket y'all saw on the chest. That's a waterproof pocket as well. So if you want to stash a phone or iPod or something in there, works really, really well. And another cool feature, I think, it's really simple, but the jacket does fold up into its own pocket. So I can demonstrate real quick if y'all would like.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Sure. So you're gonna have this little pocket right here. Sorry. And then just open that guy up like that. And then all you're gonna do is turn it inside out. So I would try to do this for time.
This was not rehearsed, everybody.
What's that?
I said this was not rehearsed.
No, it was not. But it'll just go right in there. I'm sorry, I'm not doing a good job of showing you the video. And then pops right in there, pops up, and then you have that little zipper on the side, and then you just zip it right on up. You'll have your own little On jacket you could take anywhere with you, and then has a little loop around there too, so you can just kind of go. I've done a few runs where it's just been like, it's getting a little too it would start off in the Carolinas, the weather's kind of unpredictable sometimes, where start off and it's like kind of chilly and cold outside. The sun will come up, turns into like an 80-degree run. Like, it's a little too hot, I'll just zip it up and run with it. It works really well. So
yeah, I think that speaks to how light this jacket is. I mean, when I wore it, I didn't feel, as I said in the video, I didn't feel like I was wearing anything. And to know that you can just kind of ball it up and put it in a bag and uncrinkle it, I mean, it literally is so light to the touch.
It is.
And weighs nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of just our essentials, right? It feels like you're wearing nothing, and we don't want you to be hindered in any way when you're out there running, I think sometimes the act of running can be kind of hard enough as it is, so we want to just make it as easy on you as possible, and that speaks for our jackets, our performance tees, our hybrid shorts, everything that especially Omega carries is pretty darn awesome. So
yeah, I mean, like a jacket like that, people don't think, it's too hot for that. Well, you've got obviously weather protection, right? Because it's waterproof. You've got sun protection if you're just really making sure that you're not, exposing yourself too much to the sun. Maybe you didn't have your sunblock on. But more importantly, like if you're not going to overheat, because it's so airy and so breathable. So I definitely think that's a gift for everybody. But if you are looking to wow your father for Father's Day, you may or may not be aware that On has a fantastic brand of apparel.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I know my stepfather's watching this right now, and he's like, Sam, why don't I have one of those weather jackets?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about the breathability too, around the back of the jacket, you're gonna have these little open panels too. So there are points where it's just there's a steady a flow of air going throughout. So you will never heat up in this jacket. I mean, unless you're running in like an 80, 90-degree day. Probably should just be wearing a shirt. But yeah, it works really well in most temps. So it's a really versatile jacket.
Yeah, and if you're just running to get some coffee, I mean, just throw on a jacket.
Oh,
It looks like you actually thought out your outfit. It looks so good and so stylish.
I know. I need all the help I can get, man. So I love it. It's really versatile.
Well, Cleo talked about some other gifts that I'm going to get you to weigh in on, but I do have a couple of questions in our chat that I wanted to quickly respond to. Gary, I see your question. It says, is the Morrisville store going to reopen? Right now, Gary, I don't have an answer for that. I live in Morrisville. I miss not being able to just go right over to that store. It's one of my favorites. Right now, it is currently not open. We are continuing to reevaluate and look at things as we are slowly reopening. We're not even open full time, in all our stores. We're currently, our previous hours were 9 to 6, or 9 to 9, and now we're only 9 to 6. So as things start to progress and move forward, we hope to continue to keep sharing with everyone news about some of the stores. I know we have folks every day asking about certain stores in their communities. Our neighborhood stores obviously make a huge impact in our communities, and we are doing everything we can to evaluate the situation to make sure that both our employees are available, making sure that they're safe, and then of course that we're reaching the demands of our customers. If you're in Morrisville, I do it myself. I head over to our North Hill store, which is open. We've got a full staff there, currently working an abbreviated operational hour from 9 to 6 p.m. today, and then on Sundays from 11 to 6, and then just like our other stores that are currently open are only operating right now from 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, and then of course some different hours on the weekend. So great question, Gary. I appreciate you asking that question, and anyone watching who is maybe in a market or a community that's saying, hey, I used to love going to my neighborhood sports store, and right now I don't see that you guys are open. We're looking at things. When we get to full hours and we've got things moving in the right direction, just like other retailers that are out there, other businesses that are out there, we're watching things closely. So we appreciate the question. I don't have any good news for you today, but keep watching, and we'll continue to share as much as we can as we make some decisions, and whether it's decisions in one direction or another, we want to make sure that we're sharing that information for you. So again, if you are shopping for Father's Day, you have Cleo from Greensboro. We don't need you to go all the way to Greensboro unless you live in Greensboro, but in the triangle here, where both me and Sam are located, we've got our North Hill store, does very well. It's a very popular destination. We put a lot of the products. So if you are used to one store, just know that we have transferred a lot of merchandise into those stores to make sure that if you are a in-store shopper, that you have the best selection. And even if we don't have it in the store, the good news is we can get it for you. We can go online and we can either go right to the brand, or we can call the other stores that are open, or call our warehouse and get you what you need. So Stan, if you saw in Cleo's segment, I know you talked about it earlier, technology when it comes to Garmin. You're an avid runner. Obviously, having that data is very important. So I would love to get your take as a runner on why, even if you're not at your level, which is a very prestigious kind of high level of running, for anyone that's out there active, what does it mean to have that data right on your wrist to help?
I think it's just I think it's great to have that feedback, and to I'm thinking of the word to say it, but I think it gives your training a little bit more of that accountability. Yes, exactly. Thank you. So going out there and instead of guesstimating your run and saying, oh, I think this is about 6 or 7 miles or whatever distance you're doing, you have that right on your wrist. You have some type of thing to kind of measure, like, all right, this was the time, this was my pace, this is how many miles I went. Like, some of those watches can even do elevation gain, show your heart rate, all that different types of stuff. And I think it's pretty crucial for me at this point, having all that data available to me. And whether it be, you don't really care about the pace, maybe you just want a heart rate monitor or something like that to kind of check, where you are and how hard you're working, there's something for that as well. So I think it's amazing. Keeps you accountable to your training instead of just guesstimating a lot of that stuff. So I really think it's great.
Yeah, my theory is if you're moving and you're staying active, you only can get better if you know what you're doing, right? So there's what you feel, and then there's a nice accountability that you can take a look at it, and maybe you want to go a little further. Maybe you don't have enough time, so you need to kind of change up things. So it's nice to have that. And the nice thing is that it's stylish. It's functional. I mean, everybody could use a watch. Everyone needs time, right? So it's not like you're using it just for data. You're also using it for functionality. It's easy to wear. So I think for us at Omega, we've been working with Garmin for a very long time, and we know that whether you are a avid, everyday, training hard, trying to get that PR runner, or you're just an occasional walker, or you're just trying to get more fit and you're trying to either give a gift for someone to help them understand how to get more fit, I think Garmin's a great selection. So I'm glad that Cleo was able to share a little bit of information about that when it comes to a great holiday gift. Because really, every time we have any holiday, whether it's Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations, whatever it is, Garmin's always at that top of the list.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I think some of the other features too, if maybe you're more that kind of intermediate and you want to know, like, some of those watches can do like race predictors. Like you can see like, oh, this might be what I could run for a 5K, 10K, or half time, or your full marathon. And I think that stuff you have to take with a grain of salt, but I think it's awesome that they have those tools readily available for you to check out. So it's something that the beginner, the couch to 5K or the super advanced marathoner can have. So they're awesome. I mean, I think it's
actually that's why we have the split screen. I'm the couch to 5K, you're the marathon.
No, man, I think they're awesome. So that's another great gift for anyone, especially the dad. So.
Yep. So 2 great premium gifts, that Cleo, and now you've got an expert weighing in from On Running saying, hey, invest in some great apparel for dad, invest in some great technology for dad. Those are no-brainer opportunities. Especially when it comes to Garmin, we've got price points from, the kind of entry-level GPS watches all the way to the more advanced watches, whether it's just for the wow factor or dad really needs that level of data to kind of take up his game even more. We've got those available to you. You can talk to any of our ActivePlay experts this weekend, talk about what's available, what can we get dad. Another great option for fathers that I know we didn't make it into the second segment, which is that was a 2-parter, but we only played the 1 part today, is we've got gift cards. So if you don't know what, and I'm one of those people, if you don't know what, or you're scared that you might not hit the mark, a gift card is always a great choice. I know, Sam, we've talked about this in the past. Gift cards are a no-brainer. Like, everyone loves a gift card.
Oh my gosh, yeah, everyone. If you're not sure, or even like the right shoe size or the right shirt size, whatever, they're a no-brainer to get. So yeah, absolutely. And y'all are super, super great about that stuff too. I mean, as far as going in, getting out, like you could be in and out in under a minute, man. So it's, awesome.
Yep, absolutely. And we have them online. So if you are not able to make it into a store, Gary, just so you know, if you wanted to go on and put an e-gift card together, you can go online, a couple of clicks, and you've got an opportunity to send somebody an e-gift card. So just to kind of wrap up for Father's Day, we've got an email that lists really a lot of great products. Everything from Yeti, which we carry a lot of at Omega Sports, to new products like Kangen coolers that are available. We talked about it on previous shows. We've got obviously a lot of running shoes that are on sale and new arrivals that you want to be taking a look at. Fantastic apparel like those from On. We've got Hydro Flask. We've got a lot of great products. Garmin, we've got Gooder sunglasses, we've got Costa sunglasses, we've got, as Cleo's segment we have some Oakley. So really check out your email today. If you haven't picked up that gift for dad, or you are just in the market for a great deal, make sure you check out that email. It'll list a lot of those great details, or you can go to omegasports.com. There is a huge banner on the front page that will be up there for the next couple of days. That if you click on it, it'll take you into a curated page of all these great things that we talked about. So I encourage you to check it out. Sam, I want to thank you for co-hosting with me today.
Oh my gosh.
You were fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me, Dale. This is a blast to always be on your show. So.
Yep, and just for everyone, again, Sam was kind enough to co-host, but really today he's going to continue to be busy because he is world premiering with On Running, the new World Refugee Global Premiere event that's happening with On Running, a 3-year project that they've been working on. It kicks off at noon, so go to YouTube and check out the On Running page, or you can certainly go to on-running.com
There you go.
at noon, and you can sign up. It's such a fantastic initiative. Sam, thanks for sharing some more insights on World Refugee Day and what On is doing.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Dale.
All right. Well, I want to thank everyone. I wish you and your father a happy Father's Day. Everyone at home, again, please allow us to be your destination for Father's Day. Please come on in and let our Active Play experts help you find exactly what you are looking for to help surprise and delight your father this weekend. We want everyone to stay safe. We want to wish you well. Thank you for joining us. We'll do it again next Saturday morning. You have a great weekend, guys.